Welcome back. This morning we're speaking with Melissa Humans, Dr. Melissa Humans from Aspen Ridge Dental. Thanks so much for coming in today.
Thanks for having me this morning, Glenn.
Gotta make sure I get that doctor in there. You've earned it.
Oh, you're fine. Thank you.
All right, so we're talking a little bit today about communicating with your dentist. What kinds of questions are the right questions for people to be asking when they're coming in and meeting a new dentist?
Well, first of all, education is vital to that dental setting. It is our job as dental providers, as healthcare providers, to make sure we're setting aside the time to educate our patients so that ultimately they can make informed decisions about their treatment. Dentistry is changing so quickly and so much that it's important that patients realize that they have options.
Absolutely. I know that's something I didn't realize as much as when I was a kid. You know, they talk about root canals, those kind of things. You think it's a huge horror story, and maybe years ago it used to be, but nowadays there's been a lot of advances, as you said, and it's not really as bad. So to get in there and get those kind of answers is great. Correct. What kinds of things do you guys do to educate your patients?
Well, we use lots of different educational tools, from very simple things such as the patient's own x-rays, their digital x-rays that we place on a screen or monitor for them to see so that they can know what we're looking for, to more advanced techniques such as a CT scan, which actually gives a 3D dimensional picture of the patient's jaws so that they can see what impact that has, such as bone loss and how that has affected their jaw. Another thing we like to use is oral photographs so that we can show the patient exactly what we're looking at. They may see a crack in their tooth and say, "Oh, what is that?" So we can say, you know what, let's discuss that. It doesn't hurt, but would you like to fix that before it does?
That's probably something that keeps a lot of people from asking questions. They just assume that because you guys went to dental school that it's beyond them, they can't understand it, but then you guys are able to break it down and explain it to them. Is that something patients should be looking for when they're trying out a new dentist, is how able the dentist is to explain things to them? Absolutely.
Again, it goes back to making sure that we as healthcare providers are making that time to sit with our patients and to educate them. Another educational tool that we use is seminars.
Got one coming up, don't you?
We got one coming up tomorrow evening. My husband, Stuart Humans, will be hosting a seminar on dental implants. It's going to be very educational. And then also the participants are going to receive a complimentary CT scan and exam so that we can evaluate where their oral health status is currently and see if dental implants would be an option for them.
And that's not the only thing he's doing. There's going to be some head shaving in the near future.
That is correct.
Tell us a little bit about that.
That is correct. So he is going to shave not only his head, but his facial hair as well, to help raise money for two charities, St. Baldrick's, which many people are familiar with, as well as Smiles for Life, which is a national organization that helps raise money for children's charities across the country.
Excellent. A lot going on. Thanks so much for coming in and telling us all about it.
Thank you for having me.